Hey you guys, what is up? It is not black and white, so we're stopping. Whoa, it's back in the color it should be. Anyway, don't ask us why, because we won't tell you. Okay, so we are here to review Naruto 611. Really great chapter. It started off strong with B getting his ass kicked. We all thought that Beast Bomb was going to end up doing something.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't, because the Ten Tails is a badass. It's not going to lose that quick. And you really, the first thing that struck me when I was reading this is you can really tell how big the Ten Tails is. Like when I first saw it, it was like, oh, it's like just a big beast, you know? And then all of a sudden it's like, holy shit, its face is like the size of one of the 8 or 9 tails. So that was pretty cool. And the 8 tails pretty much gets his ass kicked. He gets the Beast Bomb flicked right back at him. And me and Corey were discussing that. Thought it was kind of comical how it was just a big poke, you know, sound effect marker right there, and then it hits B and he explodes. Naruto gets taken out by that blast and pushes Kakashi out of the way so he doesn't get hit by one of the 10 tails. Tails?
10 tails?
Yeah, you get the idea.
Yeah. It looks like Kubo was drawing the tail because it was all white.
It's hard to tell what was happening.
So it wouldn't be a shonen manga without a little bit of villain monologuing, and that's what we get with Obito this week. He starts to get a little sympathetic at first. He's like, Naruto, you remind me of me when I was a kid. But then he's like, he changes the gears basically. He's like, once you get older though, life's gonna suck. You're gonna end up, you know, seeing your friend kill your girlfriend. You're gonna go insane. You're gonna want to take over the world. It sucks, man. Naruto's like, have you even been listening to me? I'm the main character of the series. I'm gonna be Hokage. Madara even chimes in a little bit. He's like, ugh, these fucking flies. I hate these dudes. And it's just, you know, more of the same rhetoric we've seen from these villains, you know, interacting with Naruto. But at the end of the chapter, we can see that the Ten Tails launches one giant, huge-ass Beast Bomb across the battlefield. And it looks like it is over for our heroes. That is, of course, until this attack is diverted. And you know what's really awesome about this? This attack was actually diverted by Ino. Yes, Ino finally gets to do something worth merit and do something really, really cool here. Although she did have a little bit of help. She had help from the Hyuga clan, as well as the entire friggin' Shinobi Alliance, who all happen to be appearing right on the spot here. And they are just launching all of these techniques, bugs, fire, water, kunai, everything they can at the Ten Tails. And basically, this is just all the main characters and finally in one spot at one time, except, of course, for Sasuke and his group. And Naruto is just like, you know what? We are the power. We are the Shinobi Alliance. And we're going to stop you with the Shinobi Alliance no jutsu. And this is just one of the translations we read. We just want to mention there's a few different sites that are doing translations of this chapter. One of them actually said Naruto brought up like the futon Karikiri no jutsu. And then on another site, he's like, no, we're the Shinobi Alliance no jutsu. So we're not quite sure what the official translation is at this point, but the whole point of this scene is just to show that the Shinobi Alliance is there. They're all going to stand up against Madara, and they're all going to work as a super, super awesome team. And this has obviously got Obito pretty shaken up, as you can see in the final panel. And the final panel just does look cool. All the characters standing there looking all badass. You know, pretty much everybody is there. If you have a favorite character from Konoha, chances are they make an appearance in this chapter.
Okay, you guys, we are now through the looking glass, and we are going to tell you what we thought of this chapter, Naruto 611. It was an enjoyable read. It was a lot of villain monologuing, and what else did you say it was? People showing up, Corey.
Yeah, you know, this was a glorified cameo chapter. This was just an excuse to get us really, really excited.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the last chapter, you know, the tailed Beast Bomb right in the Ten Tails face, I thought that looked really cool. But, you know, we all knew it wasn't going to work. And like you said, I was surprised by how small it was and how easily he's just like, you know, and it was pretty funny. But really what really surprised me the most this chapter was Ino. And I did not expect that at all because I read the chapter a few times and I read a few different translations and I was kind of confused at first. But it looks like that Ino actually used her mind transfer technique on either Madara, Obito, or the Ten Tails itself. And she didn't get to use it for a very long time. But you got to admit, that's pretty awesome on her part considering before, most of the time, she's usually just getting choked out by Kakuzu or, you know, whining on the sidelines or giving some sort of inspirational speech. But still, it's good to see that she can finally do something. And you know what? It's different from what Sakura usually does, which is just a punch. So that really distinguishes her character a lot, and I really enjoyed that. At the end, all the characters showing up and just launching all their techniques and everything, that's really cool. You know, as much as it makes sense that all these characters should be able to defeat Madara, Obito, and the Ten Tails, there probably a lot of them are going to get slaughtered.
A lot of nameless ninja
are going to be slaughtered. And, you know, there's one more thing I just want to mention. In the final panel, I thought it would have been really, really cool if they tied it into the anime, if they had Omoi actually having Amiyori Ringo's swords. But maybe I'm just asking a little too much, and I know they just probably couldn't let that happen. But still, I enjoyed the chapter. Just the middle of it was just a little boring with all the villain monologuing.
Yeah, actually, that's what I want to talk about. I thought the Obito Naruto stuff was interesting. I still think this is the beginning of Obito turning into a good guy or going for his redemption moment before he dies. Him talking to Naruto, directly comparing himself to Naruto, saying, I was like you, and then I went evil. And I was like you, and then all of a sudden he's like, wait, I'm still like you. Oh no, Madar's the wrong person to hang out with. I'm rolling with a bad crowd. And that's what's going to happen.
When I heard Obito start to do the whole you resemble me so much thing, the only thing that popped in my head was, no shit! Whenever anybody sees Obito, the first thing they think, oh, that's just a new Chihan Naruto. We know this. Let's get past this. There was one panel, though, that was interesting when Obito's mentioning, hey, in my infinite Tsukiyomi, I could make you the Hokage. And for just one split second in that panel, you can see Naruto's kind of like, whoa, that seems like a good idea. But that's when the Shinobi Alliance decides to come, and he's like, oh, never mind, I got buddies.
I got friends.
So
I got backups.
But still, this wasn't a waste of a chapter. Like we said, there was some pretty cool action, some really great panels, a lot of which was just mostly just the battlefield exploding and shit. But all the Shinobi Alliance characters showing up was really cool. It can really only go up from here. It looks like things are just going to get crazy in the next chapter. So we're going to drop an 8 out of 10 on this one. The middle parts were kind of boring, and that's really what's holding it back just a little bit. But you guys still need to check this one out. It's still a really fun read.
Also, if you enjoy these videos, make sure and give us a big thumbs up. Always appreciate it. It helps our videos rank higher out of all the other reviewers. And it's not about being the best. It's just about, you guys showing who you like. It's really important to us. Also, tell us what you thought about the chapter down below with your comments. And yeah. Oh, one more thing. I just released a movie called Just Breathe. It is my director debut of making films. It's a 20-minute short film about a girl that's getting over a bad breakup and the journey she goes through and the people she meets along the way that help her through it. It's a really fun little movie. I had a really awesome time making it. I'll leave a link down below, and there'll probably be an annotation somewhere here too. Please go check that out. It would mean a lot to me. I really want to get a lot of views on that video. It establishes you as a director. If you can get a lot of views on YouTube, it's like it looks good. So if you guys watch that movie, it would help me out a lot. And also thumbs up on that too if you enjoy it. Okay, until next time, SuperKamiGuru9000 out.
Also brought to you by McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Fuck you, Corey.